So when you came in today, you should have grabbed yourself a new note packet and a new cover sheet. This unit's going to be blue. Okay? Just one last quick thing about Unit B. If you have any homework that you still need to fix, you can get those turned in to me as soon as possible. Okay? And then those can get into the grade book for you. Quicker we want those into the grade book as soon as we can, and then that way everybody is on pace. So being that we are starting now our third unit, let's take a little moment to organize our binders. Okay? So what color was Unit A, Mrs. Hill? Purple? Purple, okay. So if it were me, I would go purple. Oops, I should put it in the right color. I would go purple on the bottom because that was Unit A. Then I would put Unit B, which was gold, on top of that, and then I would put our new Unit C on the top, so that when you open up your binder, it's that way, so that the fresh stuff is on top, and we'll just keep building on top like that. Okay? Now, if you choose to flip-flop these on the bottom and have, so that Unit A, so then you're organized underneath, that's fine too. That's a you call, but we should have, and that's why we have these cover pages, so that you know where the new unit starts in your binder. Okay? All right? Everybody good on organization? Got it all set up? And again, if you want, as long as you're organized and you know where to find your stuff, I'm happy. Okay? But that would just be, if it were me, that'd be the way that I would do it. Because I'm crazy. Movie like that. Yeah? Alright, so what I would like to do now is we're on C1, the packet that we have right here in front of us now. Okay? So what I would like to do is I would like to take a few minutes to brainstorm this unit, Unit C, is, if we're looking here at the calendar, today we're going to write expressions from words. Tomorrow we're going to talk about parts of an expression. We're going to get to combining like terms, which is going to take the rest of the week. Distributing is kind of a big deal. Okay? Adding and subtracting expressions. Distributing and combining like terms. Okay? So there's going to be a lot of expressions that we're going to work with. And the first part of the expressions that we have to deal with are going to be, we're going to take math from the written form, and what I mean by that, by the written form, is something like this, and we're going to put it into its mathematical form, an expression. Okay? Now, an expression we can't solve, we can only simplify. It doesn't have an equal sign. That's the difference between an expression and an equation. The only thing you can do with an expression is simplify. Okay? All right? So, take a moment here. I'll give you about like a minute, let's say. In your brain, just think of some words that you know in the English language that mean addition or subtraction. Okay? So just take a moment to think about those words right now. And then we'll come back and we'll write them all down. If you got some that you think, write them in the box, and then we'll come up with a big box full of stuff. Okay, somebody give me a word for addition. Sum is a word for addition. Yes. Oops, come on. There we go. Sum. Sum is a word for addition. If you don't have sum written in there, write it in there. Give me another one. What? Plus is one. Give me another one. Positive. That's more in terms of the sign. That's not going to be necessarily an action. I would call that an adjective, not a verb. Ooh, dropping my English skills on you. Dropping knowledge. That's why I'm not an English teacher. Exactly. Any other ones? I'm going to give you a twofer. Added to, right? Or just add. Yeah. Give you another one. Whoa, 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 whoa. Combined with. Okay? 7 is combined with X. Okay? That's another one that typically means addition. Okay? Any other ones that we got out there? Okay? Chris, do you pick the subtract color? Not red. Blue? Okay. All right. Give me some words for subtraction. Difference is a good one. Another one. Take away. Another one. Minus, the M word, yep. Other ones? What about decreased by? That's another one. That one will show up a lot. Decreased by shows up a lot. Yeah. Less than. Okay? Which would also give us over here more than or greater than, yep. Fewer than is another good one. Another good one that you should even put a star by because it's going to be subtracted from. Okay? Now, the reason that we had you put a star, or that I'm having you put a star by that one is because this one, your order changes. Meaning, if you say 7 is subtracted from 8, you don't do 7 minus 8, you do 8 minus 7. The order that it's written down switches on that one. That's why it's star. So that's why we got to add in, make sure you put it on there too, that your order changes with that one. Okay? Anybody come up with any other ones? All right, let's take another minute. We'll take another minute and we'll just do those two. So another minute here now to come up with words that mean multiplication and division. Okay? Brainstorm yourself. Multiply. What color do we want to go with? Don't go red, don't go blue. Green. Give me a word that means multiply. Times. What did you say, Colin? Times. Okay. Any other ones? Multiply. Yep. Sometimes the word multiplied by, multiplied. Yep. I can think of one. These are going to be in words though, so we're not going to have those grouping symbols. Yeah. I can think of a P word. Anybody? Come up with the P word? Product. And then, of course, you got the different, like, multiplied by, instead of just multiply, or is, a product of that. Okay? Division. I'm going to go with purple, because we're running out of colors to choose from. Purple here for division. Anybody come up with a word for division? Quotient is a good one. Yes, quotient. I got to remember how to spell it. Anybody else? Anybody? Anything else? Divided by or divide. Yep, the word. Dividend would be another form of divide. Yes. Yep. Divided by. Here's one that you don't normally think of. Into. Okay? If you see the word into, that's going to mean divide. We're dividing into something. Okay? Okay? Now, with parentheses words aren't really specific words, okay? It's more along the lines of multiple action words. So something like times the sum. Or difference of the product okay? So if you have from your square up above, or from your individual squares in the big square, if you have two or more of those, that's going to mean that there's some grouping, some parentheses, some things going on in there. Okay? All right? So, if we turn the page, we've got 8 expressions that we need to translate. Okay? So we're going to translate these into maths. Okay? Alright? So we read first, okay? And then we decide what we're going to do. So we read first. 8 added to m. What operation are we doing? addition because we got the word added. Okay? So added to, what was addition? Addition was red. Okay? So added to means plus. So we would have here 8 plus m as our mathematical expression. Words, maths. Okay? It's like you're your own Google translator. Okay? So you're translating from words into maths. Okay? Number 2, what's our mathematical operation? I've heard 2 things. We got to decide which one we're dealing with. Quotient, is that a multiplication or is that a division? That's a division, okay? So which one, so when we write division ones in terms of expressions, we don't write it like this. Okay? We don't write it like that. We're going to write it in terms of division. We're going to write it in terms of a fraction. So what would this fraction be? Y over 15. Yeah. You try just 3 and 4. Just 3 and 4. I don't want you guys to get too far ahead because I want to stay together. Okay? So just 3 and 4. Number 3. Subtraction was blue, I think, right? What is my expression? I got a sneeze building. So if I stop once and turn to the side, make a big loud achoo, just so you know. What are we thinking here for number 3? What do you got? Z minus 13, because subtracted from switches that order, right? Okay. So I would concur that this is Z minus 13, because that switched the order. Now, just from my quick little walk around the room, what do we think number 4 is? Well, first off, what's in number 4? What's our operation? It is subtraction. And I would concur that less than is subtraction. What do you got? We got 20 minus x. Does anybody have anything different? No? Walking around the room, I saw a lot of people with x minus 20. Which one do we like? It is 20 minus x because it's saying x less than 20, which means that this would be 20 minus x there. Okay? So if we go back to here, less than, fewer than, that would also change the order. So we should put a star by that one too. All right. Number 5. 7 times the sum of p and 21. Okay? What operation or operations are going on? Addition and what? That's not an operation. What do you got? Multiplication and addition. So multiplication is the times, and then the addition, addition was red. And then the addition is going to be this whole thing. So the addition part is going to be P plus 21, right? And then we need to multiply 7 times that. So we're going to say 7, and then open a set of parentheses and put that P plus 21 inside of it. In number 6, what does triple Z mean? Multiply it 3 times, right? So this would be 3Z right there. Decreased by. What does decreased by mean? Minus, and then 18, right? So this should be 3Z minus 18. Okay. You try 7 and 8, please. -2 times the difference of M and 8. Okay? So -2 would be -2 times would be multiplication, right? Okay? And then difference is subtraction. So that's going to be M minus 7 or 7 minus M? M minus 7, because difference is just straight up how it's written. Okay? And so then we would have the -2 out in front. Times would be the parentheses here because it's M minus 7. Like that. Questions on that one? Okay. 1/4 of, there's one that we could add too. We could go back here because of is a multiplication word. Okay, so go back to the front side and add of to your multiplication one, because that's here in, whoa, we have bricks, one too many. There we go. So of means multiplication. Sum, that's addition. Okay. 1/4 is 1/4, 1/4. Multiplication is of sum of D and 24. Yes? Love it. Okay? So, today we have a little bit of review from last unit at the bottom, and we got some translations into the math. This one will be due tomorrow.